I just wanted to say thank you about reaching out, especially about Tom's passing.
When did you have him on the show?
Last year, November, around October or November.
So it was right around this time, yeah.
Yeah. And he was just talking about how he was so eager about his invention about the Scalar Light, and he even asked me to put up my he even asked me to send photos of me and my family. So, and then since then I've been receiving newsletters about it.
So did he put you on your program?
Yeah.
Your program is incredible.
Yeah. What program was that? Because I was on.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
long does he have you on the program?
So it was okay. So I don't know if we're talking about the same program. It's the Scalar Light, right?
Right. Yeah,
And
it's
then
just,
that's the only program he had, and I just received the last newsletter last week. Like what an apt timing! And then that was the time then I think, a few days after you reached out to me.
that I told you about it. Yeah. Yeah, it was really a shock. Very much of a shock. You know, I had some shows booked for him, but the good news is that he had actually called me on Saturday. He died, I think he died Saturday night or Sunday. But
Gosh.
he called me on Saturday to tell me what job I was doing. So it was
Sorry?
really, he called me on Saturday before he died to tell me what a great job he was doing, that I'm doing, not him, that I'm doing. And he appreciated what I was doing for him. And now
Mm.
that was so, it's like, oh my God, his higher self had him reach out to me, he may have died that night. I'm not sure how his death happened. He may have gone to the hospital that night. So, yeah, so that meant a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I don't know, somehow our calendars intertwined. You saw his calendar, and then you reached out. I'm like, okay, maybe because
Well,
I also
had you on the calendar. That's right.
wait.
Somehow,
You had me on your calendar.
not for me. No, no. So I had a spreadsheet with all of the interviews that I set up for Tom. So if I set up,
So you were assisting him for him to talk.
yes, yes, I probably found you. So
Yeah.
that's what I did for him. That's how I helped. That's how I would do shows. I would book him on shows.
That's so beautiful. Because I remember the last time we spoke, he was like, "This is new, Nick. So I finally have somebody in Malaysia." He said that. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, okay, because he said he had some special thing with you.
He did that. He said that.
I think he said that. I'm trying to. Yes, yes. I think it's
Oh
true.
my god, I'm emotional.
I want you to know
Shit.
that
Uh-huh.
I just had a meeting with a friend of mine who was good friends with Tom, and
Mm-hmm.
he told me that the whole family was trained on how to do everything. Tom
Right.
Tom was really a good executor, and his wife they all know how to use the scalar, and they were all
Right.
part of business with him. So scalar will continue on. And the people of Malaysia still need scalar. They do. They still need scalar, whether Tom's alive or not, because for me, and I'm happy if you put this in the show, but for me, the scalar, I've been on it for a year.
I've been
And
on it for a year too. Like a year,
actually,
yeah.
almost 2 years, because I started working with him 2 years ago. And I know that it helped my kids and I through COVID. I also know that it helped my kids and I through the vaccines and any side effects that people had. And it kept our immune systems working pretty well. And
What?
I have more energy than most people my age. Like amazing. And I feel that the scalar's been really helping me.
Oh my god, now that I've
So we should remind everyone, if you are listening, we're talking about Tom Paladino and Scalar.
oh my god, my cat wants to be in the
This is hard for Nicolette because we found out that he passed away last month, probably just a month ago, and it was quite a shock. And I had in my calendar that he had an interview with Nicolette. So I reached out to her, I think, and said, there's no interview. Now, there wasn't an interview on the book. I thought there was. And, so now here we are. We're meeting for the first time and
Yeah.
talk to Tom. But guys, go to scalarlight.com. You can get 15 free days of Scalar. And even those 15 days makes a difference because it rids your body of pathogens. I should be a spokesperson.
You should. You should. You know what? Why don't we do this, Joanne? Is it okay if I call you Joanne?
Yes, absolutely.
Joanne. Joanne. So I'm gonna read your introduction, and then I don't have any questions ready here because I
Okay.
thought this time we should just wing it. And I think I want to talk about my own, since you brought up that point, how you've been on the program for about 2 years, and I've been on it for 1 year. And then I also want to share about what I felt, and the changes that's happened. And I don't think that it's coincidence, but yeah, I think you'd be pretty amazed about what I'm about to say. But yeah, um, okay, well, this is a different format than I've
To the
usually start my podcast. But yeah, I think we can start. I'm gonna include this fun part of the interview, and I'm gonna include it into the show in honor of Tom.
Yeah,
So
that's just beautiful. Yeah, because his work is very profound.
I really, okay, at first I really thought he was a little bit peculiar because he was very, I mean, I've spoken to so many people, but you can tell when somebody is different and is eccentric. So Tom really had an impact on me. And yeah, for us to be here, we met because of him, I believe, through his Scalar, or yeah, somehow some fluke in the universe. But yeah. Okay, Joanne, I'm gonna read your introduction.
He's made a big impact. So I don't think you start all your shows crying.
No, definitely not. This is the first. Okay, so hi, Joanne. Thank you for joining me.
I'm so happy to be on your show, Nicolette.
Me too. Saying me too is an understatement. Yes, but I am so honored that you reached out to me, and thank you for letting me know about Tom's passing. For the benefit of our listeners, I had Tom Paladino a year ago on my show. We talk about his awesome invention called Scalar Light. I have to say, at first I was a little bit skeptical, but I believe in the because everything is energy, and everything is the fastest thing is light, photon, something along those lines. I became a scientist when I spoke to Tom. Thank God my spiritual journey, the lessons that I learned about quantum physics, it put up full use during that interview. But yeah, I just want to let the listeners know that I think Tom is here with us in spirit. And now we have Dr. Joanne Hargarter, or Joanne of Angels. So
The angels and Dr. Joan.
Dr. Joan. Okay, Dr. Joan. Okay. Introduction about Dr. Joan. She's a cosmic spiritual leader, cosmic activator, and angel of light. She's trained as a doctor of chiropractor, and well, she used to have a busy practice in Berkeley, California, because prior to the interview, just told me that she just traveled the last 2.5 years.
Well, that was
Right, right. So, in addition, because she had an innate empathic gift, she trained and received a master's in counseling, giving her the tools needed to advise, counsel, uplift, heal, and align her client's body, mind, and spirit. Her intuitively guided work focuses on personal transformation, offering her clients both the skills and the healing needed to live happier and healthier lives. Now, she's an oracle of ancient wisdom, spiritual advisor, public speaker, a dedicated wing fluffer, visionary artist, influencer, model, and actress. As a wisdom keeper, she gathers earthly galactic lightworkers and starseeds to step into their visions and live their mission. As a high priestess, she worked in partnership with Portal to Ascension to promote world tours and open portals in sacred places, re-establishing ancient mystery schools throughout the planet. So, Joanne, I took that from your website. So, I don't know if it's updated. So, can you share with us, like, what have you been up to recently? Anything's changed from the introduction?
Well, okay. So a year ago, I had just gotten back from taking two groups of people to Egypt. Very fascinating trip to really go back into to our roots and to our ancient roots. That's what I want to
I
say.
really love ancient Egypt.
Yes. Have you been there?
No, the closest I've been to any artifacts from Egypt is the Met. From the
There?
Met, the museum.
The museum. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So very fascinating. And I learned about really being a leader. We took two groups. I was the camp counselor of the group. I helped organize everyone, keep them together, and really then I went off to Greece, Portugal. I had a wonderful year and a lot of conferences spoke in Glastonbury, which was wonderful. Then I spoke here in Las Vegas and Sedona. And now I'm really trying to decide what I'm going to do when I grow up. One of the things that I've been doing,
I
I
love
mean,
that. I
what am
love
I?
that. That's an ear prick up moment. Can you?
I
Wow. Okay. Let's expand on that, please, John.
well, I'm in a period where I want to reflect on the visions and dreams that I had when I was younger, which ones I filled, which ones I haven't, which ones are still current, where am I going? And so things have pivoted for me too. So now I offer what I call spiritual esoteric chiropractic. So I don't do adjustments, but I do spiritual adjustments, energy, emotional, and a lot of good things happen. People get tremendous releases from it. I do them on Zoom or in person, but that's easier for me. It makes my life, and I do what we call soul portraits. So soul portraits are when we meet on Zoom and I really get a sense of who you are on all these other aspects. I may feel some of your past lives, present life, future lives. And after that session where I just gather this information, and a lot of it is just intuitive, I can't even put in words yet. And then I go and do a deep dive with art. And I do art of you, of all aspects of you that start to come through for me. And when I'm done with that, then I put it together in a video. I curate it just to take the top 8, say, that really are relevant. And then we have a session I have a little film for you of all these aspects of yourself. It's just so cool. I can only tell you that the face of people, like one of the women, Andrea, she said, well, how did you know that I was a dancer for all those years? And it was like, well, I didn't. I really do not know anything. It just comes through. Like last night I have a friend who's having a birthday soon, and I just decided to do art, and I started to create him as a medieval figure, Scottish medieval. And I didn't finish I just had them on my computer, on my cell phone, draft. And then he said to me today, I called him, he said, Joan, and I want you to know I bought a castle. I bought a medieval castle. So
How fitting.
yeah, so that was also kind of crazy. And I said, oh my God, you know how things are. And I sent him like a whole bunch, just proofs of all of them, of what I had been working. I said, you won't believe this, but last night I started working on you. Like, and he's one of my clients too. I love him dearly. So those are the kinds of sessions that I might do. And then the other thing, but I really want to continue the other thing that I'm doing, which is so new for me. I deal a lot in the fifth dimension. I deal a lot with ascension and consciousness and light activations and codes
My kind of topic,
that
please.
I don't pay attention to 3D world. And that's where, today I was on a show talking about this. I said, we have psychic protection. We ask our angels to be guarding us, but we don't protect ourselves legally, our identity or anything like that on the 3D realm. So that is one of the things that I'm doing now. And it's been very interesting because it's a very third dimensional thing to do, to talk about attorneys or all the issues you can come up with on the 3D world. But the people I'm talking to are people like me who really forget about this world and then turn around and might find themselves in trouble because they didn't pay attention. Because this is sort of, we all want to be here.
Yeah.
That wanted it, who
We
cares?
want to forget, but we forgot that we're still in 3D bodies.
We're still in 3D bodies. You still have to
Yeah.
eat, to sleep.
Yeah,
You need
still have to pay bills.
you yeah, and you don't want people stealing your identity, and that's
That's right.
that's soul work in a sense. If there are people out there grabbing pieces of your soul, even though
Do you
because
think
you are,
so? Data, names, if it's leaked, do you think a part of us is being stolen?
well, I think so. In my case, there's 3 people using my social security number. And in the US, the social security number is like your identity. It's huge. It's huge to have that. And and for instance, voting is happening in the US. And
That's right.
4 years ago, people walked to where they went to vote, and they were told that someone voted already with your name.
Oh, would that be the issue because of the?
You know, I'm not accusing voter fraud.
We're not speculating. Yes.
Anyone can use my identity, they have. And I caught someone trying to get a loan a few months ago on my credit. So fortunately, I have found solutions, and so I help people. I'm an advocate for people to remind us all to not only do our psychic and our energetic shields and protection, but to start looking around us and protecting friends and our people because we're getting taken advantage of because we try not to deal in this realm.
Right, because we want to run away from all of this, and then when we're so into that spiritual journey, and we want to, because it's like we're aligned finally with our mission, but then we tend to forget that, we still, like we mentioned, in 3D bodies, we still have things to take care of. Then we forget, and then I also had the same experience, not in the sense that, touch wood, no data stolen, but I was so, because I didn't feel like myself in 3D, so I explored the other dimension, and I loved it so, and I feel like I don't want to go back to the
Right.
3D, but I can't, like, I will lose the basic things, roof over my head, those things, and I still need to eat, right? I have a cat to feed, bills
Right.
still have to be paid, and
You
I
still
think,
have to.
yeah, and over the years, I think I realized that truly it's about balance, because it's polarity, right? There's always you just have to be balanced. Like, I don't know what's now, you shared your own story about how you were in the, you know, and then now no wonder when I checked your website, it was about the legal.
Well, I sent you about the legal because that's what a lot of the shows I'm doing now are
Right.
so all my people are into consciousness and new age and
Yeah.
meditation and light code. But
Uh-huh.
I'm integrating that now, and I'm integrating because I want all of the people that I love to also have protection. Like we call Archangel Michael in for protection, and he's over there. So with what I'm working with now, it's like you can have an attorney anytime you have a legal problem, or you mess up, or you get evicted, or you need someone to. You can't have it in Malaysia, but we can have it here in the States or Canada.
Joan, I am actually manifesting to be relocated here. So I might just need your service.
The Statue of Liberty was going up
Yes.
there.
And this is why when you were saying all those things, I was in my head, I was ready. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the alignment. The stars are aligning because Okay, sorry to cut you off. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. Huh?
All right. Tell me what's going on.
Yes. So I just got back from the States 3 weeks ago, and I fell in love with it. I always knew that I wanted to go to the States. Finally made it happen. I mean, the story to the States is also, it could be another episode of its own. But I think after talking to you about what I did with Tom, I think there's we can attribute some of that to him, and how I forged through. I made it happen. Although I was actually let go earlier in the year. I didn't know how that happened. I kind of know how that happened. I still made it. And I'm finally, when I got back, I said to myself, truly, I think it was my higher self telling me a lot of things hinges on the trip to the States. So, and when I got back, I knew that, okay, it's time for me to close my old chapter and make arrangements to step into the new chapter. So I have been away from my family for about 15. I mean, we're
Where's
still in the same country.
where's your
Sorry.
fam where does your family live?
I mean, they're still in Malaysia. We meet once in a year, but I left home super early when I was 17, 18 to study at Kuala Lumpur. They're in East Malaysia. So fast forward 15 years later, I had my divorce. That's when I started my spiritual journey and also toxic working environment. And here I am talking to people. Complete shift from accountancy, corporate to psychology, which is hypnotherapy and podcasting. And the opportunity presented itself for me to go to the States. And I went, I came back and I told my dad, okay, dad, I've made up my mind. I want to relocate, but I'm giving myself a year. So, but now I've decided to, because I'm renting a place here. So I'm going to let go of this place. I'm going to move back to my parents, spend a year, catch up with them make up for the lost 14 years. And then before I jet off to pursue something that is more aligned to me. And I feel like more aligned to my vibe or whatever it is that I'm trying to do.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You know, I'm going to pull a card for you.
Yes, please. No, the next thing was like, Joanne, what do you mean? Like, hi, I'm Nick Nieras, your host of the Your Wordless podcast. Now, if this real raw stories hit home, don't wait. Please follow, like, and subscribe my Spotify and YouTube. For bite-sized inspirational reels, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Don't wait. Your transformation starts today. Thank you, and bye for now.
You know, I think that your heart sings. You have joy on your path. You really do. And I think that you're going to have more opportunities in the States because you'll find that your kind of energy is more appreciated there.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Yes.
And,
Yes. Yes.
and you're going to really love being around more people like you, like yourself. And that's what you get here. And so, yes, come to the States. When you come to the States, we'll protect you. We'll get you set up on all this stuff so that you'll be safe. Yeah. I'm going to
Do you,
do it.
do you, oh my God. But you also do indemnity insurance? Because I've been wanting to do my hypnotherapy. And now I was thinking about how am I gonna, I had to
Oh,
buy insurance in the States as well.
well, here, no, I don't do that, but I will tell you this. You probably need to get what they call malpractice to protect you.
Right, yeah.
You know, as a chiropractor, those are the things we had to do. But also, legal protection protects you against if you ever get stopped by the cops or if you have a situation where, say, you're going to rent an apartment, you want the lease to be, you want them to read the lease to make sure, you know, you're going to get your deposit back one day, or just things like that. Or someone's taking your social security number like me, and you need someone to call the IRS and find out what's going on because they don't talk to regular people. They only talk to, you know, the attorneys about things. So it just depends on when you come. Before you come, we'll look at what you might need and I'll see if I can help you on that. And by the way, anyone, if any of you want a consultation with me on anything, whether it's your health, wealth, or happiness, which is Joan of Angels, or the wealth and the
Professionals. Yeah.
is Joan of Angels. The 3D is Dr. Joan. I'm the same. You do realize that. I'm making fun of the situation, but I want you to reach out to me. And I hope you can put both websites on the description, but you can reach out to me. You can take my phone number, 415-717-1385. Text me, because I don't pick up strangers' phones, but you text me and say, hey, Joan.
Or email. Email would be
Or
good
email me,
too.
Joan at joanofangels.com. Everything Joan of Angels is my tagline.
I'll be sure to include that in the show notes.
Yes. Yeah.
But John, okay, so tell me, what did you pull for me? I'm so excited.
Yeah. Funniest show I've been on for a long time. It's like two people getting to know each other. Yeah. So, have you been in a bit of solitude and quiet?
Very much so.
Yeah. The card says solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So they're telling me, that's what they're telling me. You really needed time to sort this through and understand the step that you're taking, because it's not just a move. It's not just moving to a new apartment. It's really moving away from everything number one, your whole family, your and although it's exciting to be in a new, it's exciting and you'll make friends who become your family, it still separates you from your home country. So it's huge. And I already felt separating from your family, even if you hadn't been close to them over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So they're telling me that you really needed to make sure this is the right thing. You've gotten very, very clear. And now you're just being a good steward. You're going to conserve your resources so you can afford to come here. And then they're telling me the other thing you need to do is make sure you have connections in the U.S., right? And you have clients in the U.S., right?
Not yet, but I feel that they're coming. I feel it. The moment I think I sit on podcasts, I'll have them.
Okay.
But I haven't done just yet.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that set up a Zoom call. Yeah. It's like they want you to set up something like once a month, a group call, and let everyone know here in the States, for mostly people here in the U.S., that you're coming, and give tidbits of information and get people just how I just got you excited to come and work with me when you get here. You do that. You get people engaged, and you can even do a group, sample hypnosis. You can do hypnosis, on Zoom.
Yeah.
So oh my God, they're saying you could actually start to build your practice. So by the time you move to the US, you actually have people.
That's actually.
Yeah. So do it by starting these Zoom calls, group Zoom calls, and, maybe group hypnosis.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll get some private clients, so that by the time you get here, they're going to want you to do like weekend workshops and private clients. Okay. Your dreams could come true. So
Okay, I'm going to write those down.
you recorded it, honey.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Sure.
She's so cute. Okay. Well, your show. This is hysterical. I see that it's recorded.
It is
I'll get
recording.
ungrounded with Tom. All right. So what is the card called? Grounding.
Go deep.
Grounding, where you explore your roots, you hug a tree, you walk barefoot to really ground yourself, so that you really feel into, really, this is a transformational step, huge step. And they want you to explore your roots, go deep, explore what you're doing. And then the last card, you need to clear the air of anything not complete. So this year is all for you about completion with your family,
Closing.
friends, closure. It's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. There's an excitement about moving on, but the sadness about leaving, and a little guilt here and there. Things are sprinkled with how could I be a bad daughter, leave my mom and dad? But here's the outcome card. Are you ready?
Yeah.
They want you to believe in magic, miracles and magic. magic and miracles. Believe in the miraculous. Believe that your life is filled with miracles, that you can step in them all the time, that you can, with your consciousness, shift the energy so that it's waves of miracles, that you're protected in all you do, and that this trip this year is going to fly by, and that the people that you're going to be working here with in America are really excited. They're getting ready for you. Yeah, maybe you're going to fall in love here too.
Joanne, you're seeing right through me.
This is what I do. This is Joan of Angels. Yes, this is what I do. And I love to
That
share.
there is that last part, that fall in love part.
Is
A
there a
bit of a yes,
guy here? Look, guys, you can just read her with me. Look, he probably hasn't even confessed to this on the show yet.
but I mean the energy's there.
Got it.
I
Yeah,
have
well,
been. It's like
you don't have to
I would
say
say
anything about it. You don't have to say too
yeah,
much. Oh, look, there's someone who's caught your eye, and you feel like there could be something.
yeah,
That's enough. That's
yeah.
enough. And he's part of the call of why you really want to go to the U.S. as well.
Mm-hmm.
The reason, but he's part of that call. And is that feeling reciprocated? Let's see. Let's tune in for a second. Are you communicating with him? Like, do you talk on? Yeah, you do. Okay. All right, guys, this is getting serious.
Is it reciprocated? Like how does he feel?
Are you asking me?
Mm-hmm. But I kind of know how he feels already. But okay, let's see.
All I can
Is
say
it
is,
safe? Wait, is it safe to go ahead? I guess it's because I do have trust issues. I don't want to say I have trust issues.
let's put it this way. We're women. Okay. You're going across the great divide. I mean, you're going across the world to kind of maybe hook up with this man. And that takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of trust. Okay. It does. It takes a lot of trust, period. So I understand that, you know, I honor you because it does take that. It takes learning all you can about him so that you know and you can feel that he's honest, that he's truthful, that this is real, that he's not, because in America, a lot of scams happen where so many, so many women that I think are rational tell me that I don't know, they're talking to some guy from some place around the world, third world country, Nigeria or Uganda or something, and they have fallen in love and that he wants to come to the US and then suddenly they don't have money to come to the US. So you have to send the money. So there's those things to really watch out for, those kinds of scams. And now that, okay, now Dr. Joan is talking about 3D things you have to worry about. Look, it's the same reason that if you're going to do online dating, that you don't, get in their car on their first date, you don't know them yet. You need time to get to know someone. That is true for everyone, but most for women to, make sure we protect ourselves. It's a, so, and to know that we're vulnerable and that someone can sweet us. All right, this is the bad news, Nick. I'm going to tell you, I had someone sweet talk me out of $500,000 years ago, leaving me destitute. So I guess I'm an expert at what not to do. I ignored all the warning signs. I knew that he was taking advantage of me. I knew it. And I was way too deep. Then I would go, oh, I'm just going to be with him until his money comes and he'll be repaying me. That big piece of artwork he's going to be selling or whatever, and then I'll get my money back. So I'll stay with him a little longer till I get my money back. Well, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. So I'm only speaking from experience, and I'm not saying that's going to happen to you. I'm saying those are the dangers we face. And so in your mind, you're probably looking at everything like, who is he? Can I trust him? And you just need to really keep up with that attitude. Yes, that's a smart way to be. Someone has to prove themselves to you. that they're real and that they are not going to take advantage of you, because it's in their actions. It's not so much in their words, it's by their actions that you'll know. But I do have a good feeling about you. Yeah, I gave you all those warnings, but the truth is that he does have a good feeling. You're cute as a
This
button.
person?
Yeah, he has a very good feeling about you. But still, we always check things out.
Okay.
I didn't put the
No,
foot,
no,
did I?
no. I mean, yeah. I mean, is that it? It's just a good feeling. That's it. Okay, we're not gonna reveal anything else to the listeners.
No, we're not going to reveal anything else. That would be a deeper dive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
Okay.
but I think that's part of why you want to move, and I don't blame you, because I think he's like a happy place for you. He makes you feel happy.
Yeah, and
And what else?
it goes hand in hand with how I'm feeling. Like I've hit the ceiling here of where I am. Like I can no longer resonate with the people here. Not to say that I've achieved so much, like because I was in corporate, but it's just people are just not. I just cannot resonate with people anymore. I probably will have my own tribe, but they're not very out there. They're not very outspoken about it. They're very reserved. So, and I can't keep that contained anymore. I just can't.
Soul is calling you, girl. Your soul is calling you, and you'll meet a lot of people like you. With that energy of the soul searcher and seeking who we are. And yeah, I think there's more of it in America, especially in California. I don't know where you're going, but there's a lot more in also America.
Well, I will definitely California and this one. So,
Oh, in New York. Got it. Well, good. All right. Well, so now we've got everything clear. I now know what you're planning to do, and you know what I'm doing.
I also would like to set up a retreat, like when you said workshops,
Huh?
actually, I would love to have my own retreat. Like you mentioned everything, Sedona, all of these vortices, these sacred places around the world. But I feel like it's either Mexico or Costa Rica or Sedona. Or if I'm in the US, Sedona would be the best. And now I'm still thinking. I still haven't gotten the the downloads or the details of it, but I kind of feel like I want to have that, and I would like to invite like some speakers from my show come and talk at that. I-
I hope you're going to count me in.
Definitely, I'm gonna ask you because you're the, I would say, subject matter expert in. You just said counseling, counselor, and you had retreats, and I definitely need guidance because I have I have the plan, but the details I need assistance. Like I need
Yes.
somebody
And
to show me the ropes.
I'll tell you the other thing I saw is that you would have a few people from Malaysia who would want to come to Sedona.
I got one right here, right next to me. She's sleeping.
Okay.
Okay. Wow,
Right.
this is unfolding live. Okay.
Wait a
Okay.
second. Baby? Wait, do you have a little, who's sleeping next to you?
No, it's my friend.
Your friend is,
She's
okay.
yeah, she's a darling, and
And
she's also one of
she'll come.
yeah
Needs to go to
yeah.
Sedona.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling because she's told me like I wanna, and she was there when I applied for my visa. It got approved. The ticket. I'm like, are we doing this? Are we buying the ticket? Go, Nick, go. So she was there all the way. So
Right. So yeah, so there, I bet a few of your Malaysian tribe might want to come to Sedona, because when else would they come? Like America's a big, far away place, but then you're here.
yeah, exactly.
You're here and you're a drawer. So that might be another exciting thing you might find. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Any more
Well,
questions? The
yes,
night,
I have.
the night has flown by.
It's already night for you, right? Okay. Few more questions, Joanne. So, what is the Miracles Makers Club? Becoming a podcast host was a natural extension of my second act. Now, after spending 15 years in the corporate world, I've transitioned to helping individuals overcome challenges like navigating tough relationships, career burnout, and aligning their mission with their soul's calling. By certifying as an RTT hypnotherapist and a lifestyle coach, I've made it my mission to empower people to recreate the life they deserve and building a supportive community through my podcast. Now, let me ask, are you facing challenges like struggling to reprogram your mind to attract wealth, weight issues that feel like a constant yo yo, insomnia or restless nights from daily worries, or just a lack of confidence in public speaking? If the answer is yes, visit www.thenickneurosholisticlifestyle.com and grab a free hypnosis audio of these common struggles. It's a sneak peek into how my coaching works. Are you feeling shy? Don't be, because I'm as real as it gets. Let's connect on Instagram and LinkedIn and start your transformation today.
So I told you about that guy that sweet talked me out of everything. And I was homeless and destitute at that time with my two children, 8 and 10. And it was very frightening. And every night, my kids and I would come together and we'd hold hands. So I knew we needed, so I used to teach people how to mastermind and manifest things. And I knew that I needed a masterminding group. So I turned to my two kids, basically. And every night we'd come together and start to visualize what we wanted. And we called ourselves the Miracle Makers Club. So the kids wanted a house with a pool and a basketball court, which we got. You know, they wanted to travel around the world, which we did. So have a dog, everything, you know. So the Miracle Makers Club, we started as a way to really get out of the despair of where we were and start to visualize and bring in what we really needed for ourselves to transform our life. And I really believe in miracles. And my new book, I will send you the links to it. My new book was just released. It's on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it as an ebook or a hardcover, but I will put it I'll send you the links to it. Okay. I'd be honored if you did that too. So I just republished, I suppose. I added stuff to the Miracle Makers Club. Manifest Miracles Now.
It's so funny. Just now we were talking about the outcome of my card, believe in magic, right?
Yeah. That's right. Believe in magic. And that's what your trip coming to the U.S. is going to feel like. Believe in magic. Dream come true. Yeah.
This is confirmation. 2 weeks from now. Actually, this week I've told myself, like, okay, Nick, you got to back up because my last day in the house would be the end of the month. So I've got my suitcases out, but I haven't even packed anything just yet. But I think, yeah, I'll do that just now. So, okay, we mentioned about Scalar Light for a bit. Joanne, can you share with us what was your experience with Tom and with Scalar Light? Like, what got you into it?
As a man that has a huge vision. I first heard of him, I was up at a retreat 2016, and someone told me one.
I need you. So you are speaker number 1. So, okay. Sorry. That's me thinking out loud.
So now you have me visual. This is how the art of miracles and visualizations happen. I'm now visualizing myself at your retreat. So I'm getting you closer to me.
Yeah. I'm visualizing you at my retreat.
So now it's going to manifest faster than the speed of light because we're working on it. So my experience with Tom is the following. I reached out to him. I said, oh my God, this work of yours is a miracle. You're sending these scalar waves or miracle waves that are going to be helping to heal many people. And I had I had a friend that worked downtown LA with the homeless. He was the unofficial mayor of whatever part they called it in LA. That's like the homeless section. And we put a whole group of his people on those photographs. And Tom didn't charge for that, of course. And I don't know, we had like 50 or 100 faces on those sheets. And Tom was doing scalar on them all the time. It's just none of us were doing research, that's a research project, but the results were phenomenal. People really started to feel a lot better. So that was my first experience of Tom as a humanitarian, that the bottom line purpose for him was if we could send the waves of Mother Mary and Jesus around the planet and put it in the field so that people can experience that miracle, because he's all about miracles. He was all about, and I know that in the scalar, he's sending high conscious beings around the planet, and that's his intention. And on a physical 3D realm, the scalar works. It actually works to rid your body of pathogens. It can reverse your biological age. It can heal many things. It has a mental.
Wonder I feel younger by the day.
I'm not going to tell you my age, but I really look a lot younger because I've been on it. I feel younger. But my kids are on it too. I have both my kids on it. And I know, that during that period in COVID, and even it has really helped them. That's all I want to say about it. So I still say go to scalarlight.com, sign up for in 3 days. Angel Tom will be watching over you while his family is doing the scalar work. But Angel Tom, we're going to call him Angel Tom. And
Yes,
probably
Angel.
because he came in to do this kind of work, and he was very true to his beliefs.
Very much so. He was like, okay, these two, Joanne and Nicolette's going to meet. So you're going to do big stuff in the States, and probably people going to see in Malaysia and see they believe in the miracles. And then, okay, that's how the work spread.
That's going to make me cry. Oh yeah, you cried in the beginning, but yeah, I think something like that. I could feel him. I can feel that this is a good thing. Before he died, he invested in this great program for podcasters, and then it's like he died, and it's like he left me this program of lists and lists and lists, and so I'm just gonna podcast my way through this 3D.
You're gonna be speaking. You're gonna be talking. Yeah. Wow.
So that's my hit with Scalar. Everyone should be on Scalar. He's a blessing to the world, and he brought us together.
Exactly. That's why.
I mean, honestly,
it's like Angel Tom. It's like, okay, Joanne, Nicolette.
Yeah.
And then Joanne can work with Nicolette. She can make her way to the States, and I'm here in Malaysia. I've established some presence here. So,
but you're coming to the States.
Yeah, I'm coming to the States.
I love it.
You
can still continue your show.
For sure. I don't think I'm gonna stop. People need to hear like this. I'm at my natural. I'm at the best when I'm talking. I think you can feel that. You can see that. Like, this is my joy.
That's fine. Okay, but we're gonna need to end down. We're gonna need to close.
Okay. All right. So, Joanne, just one more question, and then we can let you go. If you could create a quote right now for you to leave to the audience listening in the world as your legacy, what would it be?
You were born for these times, number one. So don't go, going, oh my God, I'm in the craziest time, or look what's happening, or COVID or whatever. And for me, you were born for this. If you're listening to me on the show tonight, I can tell you were born to live your best life, to step into your own gifts, just like Nick is doing. She's claiming her power. That's why she's moving to America. And it's time for you guys out there to start claiming your power. We all need you. We all need you. And so I would say that this is the times for which we've been called. You have been called. You're here for a reason. And if you need help with that reason, you can always reach out to Dr. Joan or Joan of Angels. Same person. But that's really what I want you to know. And you came in with gifts and skills that are unique to you, and that are here to help you live that mission or that purpose, and to experience it all, just like she says, experience it all. And is there anything else? Yeah. And you're protected. On that spiritual level, guys, I was talking a lot about the 3D and 5D. On a spiritual level, our guides and angels are watching over us. They really are. They're guiding us to meet the right people at the right time. When you look back, you go, how in the world did I ever meet that person? That's so random that I would have run into them or met them or that this happened, but there's a synchronicity that's happening. And all you have to do is just say, let's see, what do I want people to say? I believe in magic and miracles. That's all you have to say. Magic and miracles and all good things. Okay?
Well, there you have it, everyone. You heard it straight from the source, Dr. Joanne. Before we wrap up, Joanne, I'd like to thank you personally for the incredible work you're doing for the world. Despite the challenges, you continue to push forward, paving the way for those that will follow in your footsteps. Your dedication is truly inspiring. So, for our listeners, this has been the podcast with that provocative name, You're Worthless. Read that again, the juxtaposition of your very soul. If you've ever found yourself feeling worthless, you're not alone. But more importantly, ask yourself a deeper question. If I'm worthless, then why am I here? The truth is, your soul chose to be here energetically, coming all the way from the ethers. And for that reason itself, you are worthy and you are enough. And with that, this is Dr. Joan, or Joan of Angels, our guest of the day. And I'm Nick Niaras, your host, signing off. Thank you so much, Joanne, for your time.
It was a great night. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.